everyone, my name is Miranda, and Stitchers returned after a very long hiatus last week, and I absolutely loved this season 2 premiere. I mean, my expectations, it kind of got past the point where they were high because, like, it had been so long that I was just like, I forgot about the show, but I really loved the episode, and it's getting so much more twisty, and we're building on the whole anthology of the Stitchers program. I think the main thing for season 2 is going to be figuring out the real goal behind the Stitchers program, because we know it's a secret, we know it's hidden, we know there's something deeper underneath that we don't really know what it is, and we're finding out along with Camsten, and we don't know who really knows the truth. It looks like nobody we know does, not Maggie, not Cameron. It was just a really interesting premiere to season 2. It looks like, based on the promo, that it's almost like Stitchers are some kind of activation program, and by being a Stitcher like Camsten is, there's something in your brain that they can activate, because we saw her pull the gun on Cameron in the season 2, like, what's to come, which was really heartbreaking. But let's take it back a minute and just look at the premiere. Cameron survived, as we all knew he would if you saw a couple weeks ago when they showed, like, the first 4 minutes, but he's acting very different. And I don't know if it's because he was stitched into, or if it's like he said he just, like, has, like, a new leash on life because he died and came back, and he's like, what do I have to worry about now? I'm not gonna spend my life worrying and in fear anymore. Or something really happened to him because he was stitched in when he was still technically alive. And Camsten, on the other hand, I mean, they've kind of switched personalities, because Camsten is now experiencing feelings for the first time in a while, and it's making her a complete mess. And I feel bad because, like, no one aside from Camille really, like, addressed the fact that she's feeling all these feelings, because how horrendous and, like, scary must that be when you haven't felt these things for so long, and all of a sudden they're, like, all pressing upon you. Like, what must that feel like? And really no one but Camille was kind of like, hey, how you doing? I know this is probably very hard for you. Like, Cameron, I thought, definitely would pull her aside, but Cameron seems a little more focused on himself, which is strange, because normally Camsten is the selfish one, not in, like, a bad way, but just, like, she can't really express herself and think of, like, other people's feelings because she doesn't even have her own, but Cameron does. So it was kind of weird to see him kind of almost angry at Camsten and reckless and not, like, paying attention to what he was doing. And the scene where he revealed that he had helped Turner kind of plan what they would do to Ed. He didn't know Ed was still there, but it felt like a big betrayal, and yet he didn't see it that way. Like, he was more angry that Camsten was mad at him, and she was completely valid in being mad at him. Like, yes, Cameron didn't know, but Cameron should have mentioned to her at least, like, hey, Turner asked me, like, could you do this? Like, isn't that strange? Or something like that. And then he got mad at her for saying, like, that she didn't tell him everything that she saw when she was in his mind. So Cameron and Camsten are, I don't know, they were in, like, such a good place at the end of season 1 that you knew that season 2 was going to be more hard, because there's going to be things now having to keep them apart, because we can't just be happy and lovey and dovey because it's a TV show and then no one would watch it, even though we would all love it, really. And Cameron's brother is coming to town, it looked like, too, so I'm interested to see that, because I thought, like, he would make Cameron jealous, like, flirting with Camsten, but then, like, when we saw the trailers, he looks like an absolute bum that just does, like, nothing. So I don't think Camsten would really go for that, but I don't know how it's gonna go. I'm just really excited. Camsten has a new suit, which is really awesome, and we also saw some new stitches, because she's stitched into Ed even after the refractory period is, like, gone and done, and she was able to do that even though it was still really weird. And we also saw her do Turner, who Turner was in the refractory period, but he had done something to his mind where you couldn't get his memories, like, clear. So that was pretty cool to see, like, how these different stitches are coming into play, and I think we're going to get more based on what season 2 promo looked like. The biggest revelation was that it looks like Camsten's father is the one that killed Ed and Turner, but I have a theory that it is not her father, but her mother. I don't think her mother is really dead, because I just think that would be so much more of a twist. Like, I think she's just gonna equate this with her father because of the sandalwood, but, like, her mom lived in that house too, so, like, her mom could have the incense. I can never say incense right. I always say incest, and that is a completely separate thing, so I apologize if I do that. But I think it's gonna end up being her mother. Unless her father is, like, trying to avenge her mother, but I feel like it would just be a lot cooler if, like, Camsten was like, oh my gosh, it's my dad, he's so awful, but then, like, it turns out to be the mom. Like, because, like, I don't know, there's always just something, like, more poignant and more, like, emotionally charged when it's, like, a mother-daughter face-off rather than, like, a daughter-father face-off, I guess. So I just think it would be really cool, especially, I don't know, there's just something, like, really cool and poetic about it. I don't know. So I'm very interested to see where season 2 is gonna go. We got so many amazing great things. Camsten is kind of dead in the water for now, but I'm okay with them they're gonna have to have that big grand talk where Camsten's like, yo, I know I loved you, and he's probably gonna be like, I love the old you, but not the feelings, Kristen. And I'm gonna be like, you get back here and you apologize for that. But yeah, we are definitely in for an emotional roller coaster along with Camsten this season, and I absolutely cannot wait. I just hope it doesn't get like too sci-fi and weird, you know, where they're like, we're training would-be assassins, and it's like, what, WTF? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? So if you have seen the season 2 premiere of Stitchers, please feel free to leave your thoughts about it down below in the comments, and also make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel down below to be told to make all sorts of new videos, and let me know if you'd be interested in me posting a weekly episode recap or just a premiere and a finale one. Let me know your thoughts down below, and thank you guys all so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!